welcome to the show today. Today we're doing Investor Spotlight Corner. I'm just going to recap a lot of stuff happening in the stock world. So first we're going to talk about a lot of companies are suing people. Okay, so you've probably heard that there's real life battle games with the tech giants and the social media and video games going head to head over growth and profits. So TikTok is pissed that it's banned in the US by Trump. So now it's suing the US government because companies want to grow and companies want to profit. So that is, that's why it's in the news to be, companies like Microsoft is looking to buy its U.S. territories. Now, Oracle is bidding with Microsoft to buy the U.S. operations. And Oracle has two major investors in TikTok, General Atlantic and Sequoia Capital. So they're working with Oracle to try to see if they can buy it. So, Oracle, good news for TikTok that there's a couple companies wanting to buy it. So those of you who like Microsoft, we're hoping that Microsoft gets TikTok. I have Microsoft, so a lot of people have Oracle. So you guys are probably cheering that Oracle gets TikTok. So more lawsuits. Okay, you've probably heard about the Epic Games was kicked off of the app stores in Apple and Google platforms. So now Epic Games is suing Google and Apple for Fortnite's removal on their app stores. What? Oh my gosh, so we can't play Epic Games? That's not really what we want to hear. Okay, so Epic Games is ready to just, they just want to have fair value because the tech giants like Apple and Google take 20 to 30% of all the sales of your app. So a lot of small businesses, that's a big chunk. So something funny I want to tell you, they're doing an Apple anti-Apple ad. Did you remember Google's 1984 Super Bowl commercial? Google is using its size to do evil upon competitors, innovators, customers, and users in a slew of markets it has grown to monopolize. Epic's complaint against Google read, quote unquote. Epic Games has over 350 million players worldwide. That was around in May 2020, so approximately, and over $2 billion in revenue generated as March 2019. So, if they didn't have to pay that big chunk of change, 30%, they wouldn't. But also, those are Apple customers and Google customers. So, it's like who's fair, who's right. But, we all would love a platform to make some money like that or have a good product and make billions of dollars. So, good news for Epic Games. A judge protects Epic's Unreal Engine. So they do get some protection by a judge, their Unreal Engine, but not Fortnite. So the judge's ruling prevented Apple from shutting down Epic's developer account. Thank goodness, because Microsoft and people were going, what? We need that developer. It was very important. So Unreal Engine is protected. And because a lot of companies use it for their apps and games. So that's some good news. And then, okay, so Apple's got some apologies going. That's nice, right? Apple did apologize to WordPress. Do you know WordPress? A lot of you use it. It is a blogger site. A lot of people blog and write. And, a lot of YouTubers and social media also have a blogger site, and WordPress is really popular. And they were trying to get them to force in-ad purchases because, free apps don't make Apple and Google any money. So, but a lot of companies just want to be free. Let them be free. It's a free world, but, do we live in a capitalistic society? Money, profit, greed. So that's nice that Apple said, it didn't, it's not forcing it to sell premium plans and custom domain names. Try to say that 3 times fast, seemingly. So that's nice because then Apple would get a profit. It didn't really make profit from that. But, do some good deeds in the world. Good deeds will be paid back. So, as Apple customers and Apple owners and stockholders or just people that buy Apple and love Apple, we like to hear nice things about companies too, because yes, they're like just hit over 2 trillion and, you know, people love them. So let's, you know, you got to do good in the world, I believe. The good to balance out the ugly, because the good, the bad, and the ugly with all people. There's no one good all the time, no one bad all the time. So, but in my opinion, I think we all have the good, bad, and the good, bad, and ugly in all of us, but most of us try to do good and be nice and do the right thing. So that's yay. Apple, thank you. So, so that was really nice that they didn't have to implement the in-ad purchases to be able to continue to update their app. And also a little tiny store like app called Cough Drop. No one cared, but it was like, I guess this was big news. So thank you. Okay, so another news, Adobe in the news because, oh no. Yeah, guess what happened at Adobe? A lot of you are on the Adobe, which is the you know, where you have all this photography. So it had a Lightroom, apparently in Lightroom ISO bug that permanently erased photos and presets. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was not really good. Right? Nope. That was a big faux pas. So apparently users don't have a way to restore lost data except for a backup. So do back up your stuff. That's really important. Back up your computer. And then also Zoom lost power on Monday. What's going on? Zoom lost power. So kids in school. It's kids in school, and you know, anyone that was having a meeting, so the Zoom lost power. So Adobe lost photos and Zoom lost power. So the kids were probably like, yeah, I don't have class. And the parents are like, what? My kids need class. They've been out of school. And a lot of meetings didn't happen. And maybe if you were doing a podcast or a video or YouTube or anything, you were cut from enjoying the Zoom. So yeah, and Zoom reported that they had over 300 million daily users. So that's a lot of users using it right now, especially since people, you know, we're in quarantine, we're in the pandemic. So, okay. So what else is there to tell you real quick? Okay. So, there's a lot of people like, okay. Several companies like the Facebook, Qualcomm, Intel, and ARM Holdings have cut ties with Huawei amid because of the Trump administration, you know, against the Chinese tech giant. So they said that they would no longer allow, especially Facebook, would no longer allow Huawei, that's the HUAWEI, the 5G technology, to pre-install its core app or Instagram or WhatsApp or Messenger into its smartphones, according to the that was from Reuters paper. Okay, and then also, guess what happened to Facebook? So they had to pay, Facebook's French subsidiary had to pay more than 100 million euros in back taxes to France. Ouch! That's about 100 million euros is like $108 million. Whoopsie. But, you know, they're multi-billionaires, so no big deal. Just a little collateral damage. Yep. And they can handle that. So, okay. And some other news. Ooh, IPO Planetar's information got linked into TechCrunch, and it's going to be my podcast over my top 6 IPOs to watch. And Planetar, you know, was looking really, really, really exciting and good to buy. Like, you know, it's a secretive company. And its confidential filings were leaked. So this is, you know, scary times when things are leaked to papers and stuff. But the good news is now we can see their information, because when they were filing for IPO, usually it's all confidential information for initial public offering. So now it's become visible. The secret information has become visible to very many people. and they are showing some losses. So do check that out and do your research. That's why I always say, go to the source, go find this information, read the real news, verify everything for yourself before you decide to invest in anything, and do meet with a financial advisor. Remember, disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial broker. I don't give you advice to buy or sell. Your losses, you're on your own. I'm not responsible for your loss, but we try to give you highlights and summaries to motivate you and inspire you to do the research so you can be excited to find a company that you are excited about and to invest in, whatever, whether it's real estate, stocks, bonds, or yourself or your own business. Okay, let's talk about something fun. You know, I love shopping. I think everyone loves shopping, and everyone loves purses and nice fashion. Yeah, and so this is some good news, right? And so good news, exciting. You know, I talked to you about the luxury stocks. I talked about the Louis Vuitton, Moet, and Hennessy. Anytime y'all want to like buy me a purse, I would love that. Okay, or just, you know, use one of my links below. Get your free stocks from Robinhood, Public, and Webull. Just click those 3 links. You will get 4 free stocks. And what's better than that? Oh, some of the affiliate links below to get discounts. And then if you'd like to subscribe just simply to my YouTube, that will help us for the research and time, and get, you know, so I can buy my interns some coffee and give them something nice. So we spend like 15 hours a day researching, compiling the information, and bringing it to you so you can get as fast as possible. So if you subscribe, that will just help us. Just please subscribe to our YouTube channel, or, you know, thank you for your 5 stars and giving us 5-star. Everything helps like that. It takes just a second to do it. So LVMH, that's the Louis Vuitton, Moet and Hennessy, and Tiffany. And Tiffany's, you know, Breakfast at Tiffany's, the jeweler store, are merging. So that's very nice. That'll probably pump up the stock some. And that stock is just filled with luxury giants. You know, my favorite. Okay. And then now we have some sad news. I'm going to tell you some sad news. So, this is some sad news. I know. So, the sad news is, you know, I told you guys I love my Exxon stock, but Exxon, Pfizer, and Raytheon, and I love my Pfizer. But I sold Exxon a while ago. I think I told you guys that in my podcast about, you know, Danger Ahead, Curves Ahead podcast on oil stocks. So Exxon, Pfizer, and Raytheon will exit the Dow index. And those going into the Dow index, no, it's not Facebook, but Salesforce. That's the CRM. Some of you that are working have used the CRM, Salesforce for Business, the Honeywell, and Amgen. So those are going into the Dow. Okay, and then last but not least, some positive news, because I like to go on some positive news, and let's talk about something positive. And okay, so a stock that's soaring because it purchased 43% shares of the Ant Financial, and Ant Financial is going to IPO or file papers to file papers. So Baba Sock Stores, as it has 33% share of Ant Financial, that you probably know it from Alipay. That was its former name, and it's Ant Financial is the world's largest valued fintech company. And you ready for this? It's the most valuable unicorn startup company according to the papers. And so with a valuation of $150 billion. Okay, so let's get rich. Have a great day, and hope these help you to decide to just get interested in something you would like, and have a great day.